Hello, I'm Denise LaFrance. Coming up next on City Beat. On the heels of home invasions recently in local news, we have recommendations when it comes to defending your home. The U.S. Navy is once again training at the Las Cruces International Airport. We have an exclusive look at their mission. They hit the streets to get the latest reading on your gas and water usage. Find out what service readers do when they visit your home. Plus, the city provides a unique opportunity for you to meet and interact with city employees. We explain it all in our episode of Ask the. Welcome to City Beat for the month of February. It's been in the news and a recent topic of conversation for many: home invasions. What are your rights and how can you make your home less likely to be a target? CLC TV's Jennifer Martinez explains.
In the city of Las Cruces, burglaries, including auto, home, and business, have dropped 30% from 2012 to 2013. And police department statistics show home invasions are very rare. But if your home or family became a target, would you be protected?
In 2013, we did have approximately 9 classified home invasions. One of them was really a true home invasion, as that was a robbery.
LCPD's Sergeant Ralph Monget says the other 8 were domestic related, with exes confronting each other or drug related, where the person breaking in was aware of the people who lived there.
Well, if you're at home and somebody's trying to actively get inside of your house, number one, make sure your doors are locked.
A metal security door is an extra layer of protection and can't be easily kicked in. Burglars usually leave if they know you're home. But if they still try to get in, you need to call 911.
If you can try to get out of the house, get away from it, do that, but definitely have your phone to continue trying giving it the updates of what's going on.
If getting out isn't an option, police suggest you secure yourself away from confrontation. Lock yourself in a bedroom or bathroom. But if you still feel threatened, you may take action.
Well, in the state of New Mexico, you are allowed to protect yourself utilizing any means to include lethal force if necessary, if you can articulate that you are in fear for your life. You can protect yourself.
Mostly, Monget says, be aware. Don't leave your home with your windows or garage door open. Don't leave expensive items in the yard that attract attention. Don't let your mail pile up. And let a neighbor know if you'll be out of town for a while. Also, alarm system notification is helpful, but there is something even more convincing.
Most burglars do not want to deal with a dog, okay? If you have a dog, that's great. Having signs that say beware of dog helps, because they don't know for sure if you do have a dog, and if you do, how big is that dog? It could either be a small dog or it could be a large dog. Anything that's going to cause any type of concern to them, they're going to bypass that.
For City Beat, I'm Jennifer Martinez.
Thanks, Jennifer. Police also recommend speaking with your neighbors to form a neighborhood watch program. You can contact the police department to formalize a group, but they suggest you have your neighbors on board first. Training Wing 4 of the Navy is back at the Las Cruces International Airport, training through March. From pilots to supervisors and crews, these folks bring about $1 million to the Las Cruces economy. CLC TV's Dominic Aragon shows us what they'll be doing here and how Las Cruces became their destination of choice.
Back home. This is
it's your airport. We are the guests in here, so it's our goal to, one, train as many students as we can, as well as we can, but at the same token, not be a disruptive factor in life here. Again, we want to be a good guest of the town and not somebody who comes in and trashes the place.
Right now we're capped off for budgetary reasons at 70.
They've been here for a little over 10 years. They've been to Roswell on and off. Sometimes they switch years. Last year they did go back to Roswell, but one of the huge benefits for this airport is the new Fire Station 7. Because we have Fire Station 7 here, we have fire support for aircraft right on our facility, and that's the same accommodation that Roswell provides. Historically in the past we didn't have that, now we do, so we're more competitive with other airports and we have more amenities here to offer now, so that's why the Navy's back.
What we have is a simple 2-pilot aircraft. It's called a tandem cockpit, meaning one is in front of the other. Usually for the flights we're doing here, the instructor is in the back seat, the student is the front seat. It's primary flight training, meaning it's essentially initial flight training for these students. They'll come here, and then based off of how well they perform and the needs of the Navy and Marine Corps, they'll go on from here to fly helicopters or large multi-engine aircraft or fighter aircraft, jets essentially.
This is primary flight training. This is the very first time that most of us have ever been in an aircraft at the controls. So once you complete primary, you'll get your grades at the end, and you have to wait until you get all of your flights complete before you can get your grade. You learn the basics of flying really well with this aircraft, so it should make the transition to more advanced aircraft very easy.
I had to see just how happy we are to be here. The local public has been just very welcoming and very phenomenal. We're grateful for this opportunity to be here, so we want to thank each and every one of you for letting us come out here.
Thank you, Dominic. The Navy has spent about $15,000 for the use of our airport, police, and fire support. The Las Cruces Convention and Visitors Bureau facility was up for renewal on its lease last month, and as Sloan Patton explains in his KRWG Newsmakers report, it's also up for discussion on a larger permanent location.
Right now, tourism leaders in the community say something's missing when it comes to driving more tourism to Las Cruces.
That building just isn't large enough to house everybody and the materials and programs and things they'd like to sponsor.
That's Eric Martin. He's the facilities management administrator for the city of Las Cruces. Martin and David Dallahan presented their idea for a larger space to the council. Dallahan is Community and Cultural Services Director for the city of Las Cruces.
We recently went through a strategic planning effort for our marketing, and part of our efforts are related to scheduling events or creating new events that bring tourism to Las Cruces.
The real draw for Dallahan is the spaceport.
We feel that that's a great tourism draw as they get closer to launches out at Spaceport.
The current Convention and Visitors Bureau is downtown. It's a leased space at the corner of Las Cruces Avenue and Water Street.
Dallahan and Martin say there are several options for a new location. Either way, Martin wants it to stay downtown.
How important do you think downtown is to the image of the city?
Downtown is very important. This is we're in the middle of a revitalization project. We just finished reopening Main Street.
City Council work sessions in the near future will decide if and where a new Convention and Visitors Bureau would be located. Sloan Patton, KRWG News.
Thanks, Sloan. The CVB lease has been extended for one more year in its current location downtown. Discussion will continue for a new location. Baseball and softball season will both soon start up again, and Las Cruces Parks and Recreation has it covered. They're already enhancing some of the fields they maintain. Mag Park, Hardy Complex, and Apodaca Park are among those that received renovations last month. Crews replaced sod that had been worn over time and helped with improvements that allow for rainwater to flow off the field during large rainstorms.
Well, the grass that was already there, we took off. We used a sod cutter and we cut it all out. And then we had a guy come in, he laser leveled the field. We took dirt out that was needed, added some, leveled out the field, and now we're adding sod back in to fill in.
The renovations cost about $60,000 and help to add safety to the fields. Ever notice city workers on your property at your water or gas meter? They're not there for the fun of it. They're there to make sure that you get the best service the city can provide while making sure that you're billed properly. In this edition of City Jobs, Jennifer Martinez introduces us to one service reader and explains what they do every time they visit your home.
If you're a resident of the city of Las Cruces, you probably get your utility bill every month. Well, do you ever wonder how the city determines how much they're going to charge you? In this episode of City Jobs, we'll follow around a service reader to help show you how your bill is determined.
Well, I'm here with Joseph Martinez, a service reader with the City of Las Cruces in the Utilities Department, and today we're learning about getting your gas and water meters read, correct?
Yes.
What does that entail exactly?
Well, pretty much means that we come out every day on a daily basis and we just get the readings and we figure out the usage. And what we do is we turn it in, and then that's how you get billed from the customer.
Okay, so what is it that you're using to help read these meters?
Well, what we're using today is the handheld, and it's pretty much tells us what we need to do. It's got the cycle in it, and then it also has what we're gonna do. It's got the route, so we come out here and it tells us where we need to be and what meters we're gonna read.
And how many would you say that go into this machine every day?
Well, we have an average. I mean, the route could have 1,000, it could have 200, just depends on the area that you're in. You know, for area around here, we got about 400 meters, so that's what we're gonna read today.
And when you say meters, you're talking about gas and water, so it's
Yeah.
not like one house is one set of meters, it's 2 meters.
Yeah, we're gonna be reading both gas and water today.
Okay, well, let's get to it. Let's see what we're going to be doing today.
All right, well, this is our handheld, and if you wanna take it, and this is gonna be what we're gonna use to open up the meter box.
So it first shows you that we're looking for a water reading, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what do you do here?
And then right here, we just use the stick, and I don't know if you wanna take it and pop it open.
Is it pretty difficult to do this?
No, give it a little pop. Yeah, and then you just get it out of the way.
So what is it that we're looking for when we pop this open?
Well, right here is we got the meter number, which it shows right here on the machine, the meter number. And then, all right, so it matches, so you flip it up, open, and then right here you have your numbers of everything.
Okay, so it goes, you've read this meter, what, 30 days ago or about a month ago?
Yeah, we read it a month ago. And the way we're gonna read it is we're gonna read it from, we're just reading these numbers right here, not the ones in the black, because those are gonna be like our hundreds. These are ones, tens, hundreds, so we start from the thousands. So we have 9840. So that's how we're gonna punch it into the machine.
Do you ever find people are concerned that you're walking onto their property?
Oh, definitely. It's a daily thing. People come out and they ask what we're doing and why we're here, and I just, you know, we have to let them know that we're here to just read the gas meter, and they're pretty much fine with it most part.
And you never get a hard time?
Once in a while, but usually everyone's pretty much okay with it, and they're willing to just let us come on the property.
Okay, so we have our other meter box. This is the gas meter?
Yes, this is the gas meter right here. And what we're also looking for is, this is gonna be our meter number right there. And then right here is where we're gonna pick up our reading. So what we do is we look at it, and this is gonna be our hundreds right here, and then our thousands and our 100,000s and all that. So what we do is we read it 463. So if we want to punch that in.
And then again, we just want to make sure that this number lines up.
Yeah, want to make sure those line up.
So, okay, so 463, and hit enter again?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let me check the usage on that, see what we have. We got a usage of 12. It's the winter time right now, so it looks like it's pretty good. I mean, maybe if there's like a 23 or a 35 or something, then it looks outrageous, and you might have concerns, and you know, there's a possibility that it's running too fast or something. And what we do is we just kind of document it on the machine, and then it goes to customer service.
And so will customer service call the customer and say, we just want to make sure everything's going okay, or?
They usually send it out for a field check.
Okay.
Sometimes on a route, you can encounter something unexpected.
Oh, wow, there's a dog. Do you encounter many dogs on your route?
Oh, definitely. We come across dogs all day, every day.
Have you ever found any that are ferocious or angry, or?
Yeah, for the main part, they're usually going to be pretty ferocious. I mean, they don't know us, so they're right away going to be kind of hesitant towards what we're going to do. But
overall, do you find that most homeowners are responsible with their pets?
Yeah, they're pretty responsible. They keep them, you know, behind the fence, or they'll keep them tied up, or they'll come outside and they'll, you know, hold them back or take them inside for us.
So the overall objective is get the meter read and go.
Yeah, get the meter as safe as possible with our safety and the dog's safety as well.
So you just try to get in there and get out pretty quick.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take this reading right here. This one looks like 4112.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And we have a usage of 12, so.
And you said that sounds about right for this time of year?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Everything looks good.
So now if we're in the summertime, what would a normal reading be?
Usually you'll get around a 0, a 1, or a 2, depending on if they're cooking a lot or, but usually it's going to be around a 1 or a 2 or a 0.
And do you find that a lot of this usage is for a heating component for the house? Or?
Yeah, it'll be for maybe the water heater or the stove.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
All right.
Well, I know you have about 16 more meters to read before you get from this neighborhood to the next one. So how many do you actually read a day? What is the most you've read?
The most I've read is 1,050.
That many?
Yes.
Okay, that's quite a bit, and your quota's 450.
450.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Joseph, thank you very much for letting me tag along with you today. I certainly did learn a lot from you. I think you're going to be needing that.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I certainly did learn a lot about what goes into getting the readings for your utility bills here at the City of Las Cruces. It takes a lot of water reading, gas reading, and going through neighborhoods, interacting with people, dogs, all sorts of things. If there's a city job that you'd like to learn more about, contact us at clctv.com.
Thank you, Jennifer. The Lush and Lean landscaping workshops continue in Las Cruces next month. That and more in our City Minute. The free WaterWise workshops are being held the first 3 Thursdays in March from 6 to 8 p.m. at the WIA building at 340 North Raymond Street. Topics include climate outlook on March 6th, landscape design on March 13th, and tree care on March 20th. For more information, call 528-3549. The NMSU Aggies continue their conference schedule through February and March with their last home game against Grand Canyon University on March 6th at 7 p.m. before they head to Las Vegas for the WAC tournament. The tournament runs Thursday the 13th through Saturday, March 15th. And there is one day this month you'll need to remember that city offices will be closed. Monday, February 17th is President's Day. City recreation centers, pools, senior programs, Brannigan Library, solid waste offices, and museums will all be closed. Roadrunner Transit will operate with regular service. To help residents learn more about what their city government has to offer, the City of Las Cruces will host a neighborhood expo next month at City Hall. Our community liaison, Jamie Rickman, has more about the Neighborhood Expo scheduled for Saturday, March 15th from 9 a.m. to noon in this month's edition of Ask the with CLC TV's Udel Vigil.
Welcome. Our guest for this edition of ASTA is Jamie Rickman, Community Liaison Coordinator for the City of Las Cruces. Jamie, thank you for joining us.
No, thank you for having me.
Now, what is the purpose of the Neighborhood Expo you're putting together for March 15th?
The purpose is to provide an opportunity for community residents to see the services and programs that the city offers.
And it's going to be held on a Saturday at a time where we can kind of tie in with the downtown farmers market, right?
Yes, that's right. It'll be held from 9 to 12, and we hope that folks who go visit Main Street activities on Saturday will be able to come and join us at City Hall to see the services and programs and information that we have on those things here at on site.
Okay, great. And who from the City of Las Cruces will residents be able to meet with when they come?
Well, we'll have representatives from the majority of the departments, from community development and neighborhood services, from the police and fire department and codes, and groups like Keep Las Cruces Beautiful as well, so they can get information about those activities from those departments and just chat with our staff and get more information. And they can also determine what sorts of services that they can tap into.
Okay. And will residents be able to provide the city feedback when they come?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We've got several components in place for this expo where residents can provide their input either through video, which is a new concept for us in terms of that type of input, and we'll have other methods for them to be able to give us feedback.
Okay. And are there any kind of services they'll be able to sign up for? I know the city offers the Las Cruces notification system. Will there be opportunity for them to sign up for that or anything else?
Absolutely. We'll have a kiosk with a computer that allows people to sign up on the spot for Las Cruces notification system, and we'll have staff on hand to be able to assist with that as well. And we'll also provide information about Ask the City, which is a service that the city provides to have residents sign in on our website to be able to report potholes and missing signs and things along that nature.
Okay, very good. Anything else you'd like to add about the expo?
We're just looking forward to having it and hosting it for the community, and we hope to have a great turnout.
And again, that's Saturday, March 15th, 9 a.m. to noon.
To noon, yes.
Here at City Hall.
Here at City Hall,
Okay,
yes.
terrific.
Thank you.
Well, Jamie, thank you very much. Jamie Rickman, Community Liaison Coordinator for the City of Las Cruces.
Thanks, Udell. That's all for this episode of City Beat. Remember, tune in for live City Council meetings right here Mondays at 1 p.m. Plus, all archived meetings and programs can be found on clctv.com. Plus, don't forget to like us on our Facebook page. Thanks for joining us. I'm Denise LaFrance.